Imagine a creature so small it could sit comfortably upon your own fingernail with room to spare. It is a living, breathing marvel of nature, a fully formed frog, no bigger than a housefly. This is not fantasy, but a recent discovery from one of Earth's last great wildernesses. Some measure a mere 7 millimeters. They leap and call in a world we're only just beginning to perceive. Their existence reminds us the planet still brims with tiny secrets, thriving under our very noses. The discovery was pure serendipity. Scientists, deep in Papua New Guinea's leaf litter, weren't looking for frogs. They were recording the insect chorus at dusk, chirps and clicks. Amid the orchestra came a strange, high-pitched call, like a tiny insect. It didn't fit. Curiosity led to painstaking sifting, and there were the vocalists. Astonishingly small vertebrates, the scale of their tininess hard to grasp. These remarkable little frogs were found on the island of New Guinea, a land of towering mountains, dense rainforests, unique ecosystems evolved in splendid isolation. A canopy so thick the floor rests in perpetual twilight. In this shadowed, damp world, the tiny amphibians make their home. The leaf litter is a thriving ecosystem in its own right, a miniature jungle of insects, mites, springtails, and larvae. Constant humidity is essential. Their skin must stay moist to breathe. They do not live near ponds or streams. Their entire world lies in the thin layer between soil and air, intricate tunnels and hidden chambers of decomposing foliage. Traditional surveys failed. The breakthrough came from listening, triangulating the source of those insect-like calls. Scoop, bag, examine, and a minuscule frog is finally seen. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are made not by what we see, but by what we hear. Living life at such a small scale presents unique challenges and solutions. Their skeletons are reduced and simplified, fewer bones in fingers and toes. Big frog complexity won't fit a tiny frame. Every cell and organ must work flawlessly in a body smaller than many insects. Their size dictates their diet and role in the web. They are voracious predators of mites, collembolans, springtails, and tiny insect larvae. Lions and tigers of their microscopic savanna. Drying out is the great danger for amphibians with high surface area to volume ratios. So they cling to the rainforest's damp floor, where moisture is constant. They don't leap far. Quick, tiny hops navigate a maze of debris. With tiny vocal cords, high frequencies travel best through the dense litter for mating and territorial signals. Every trait, from anatomy to behavior, is a perfect adaptation to being small. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects is their method of reproduction. Most frogs lay eggs in water, hatching into gilled tadpoles that metamorphose into adults. These miniatures evolved a different strategy, a full life cycle within damp leaves. Direct development. The embryo bypasses the tadpole stage, growing legs and lungs while feeding on yolk. When it hatches, a perfect miniature frog steps into the terrestrial world. The very existence of these tiny frogs, and countless undiscovered species, is hanging by a thread. Deforestation, legal and illegal, clears vast swathes of pristine forest. Conversion to plantations and mining further erodes their habitat. Pollution seeps in. Pesticides and herbicides contaminate soil and litter, poisoning frogs and their prey. Even plastic pollution alters their micro-world. Climate change disrupts the delicate balance of temperature and humidity. A dry spell that's trivial for larger animals can desiccate the leaf litter and wipe out entire populations. We're losing chapters of the book of life before we read them. Unsustainable consumption drives these losses, yet protecting tiny frogs safeguards one of Earth's most biodiverse ecosystems. Protecting them preserves the integrity of the rainforest and the systems that sustain us. It can feel overwhelming, but we are not powerless. Daily choices ripple outward. Be conscious consumers. Choose certified sustainable palm oil, or avoid it to reduce pressure on forests. Our shopping basket is a conservation tool. Support organizations that safeguard habitats, conduct research, work with communities, and create protected areas. They combat illegal logging and poaching. Donate, amplify, volunteer, extend their reach from home. Share the frog's story, inspire curiosity in the next generation. When we value nature, we fight for it. Advocate for strong policies, climate action, and deforestation-free supply chains. Engaged citizens can drive systemic change, tying the fate of the smallest frog to healthier global systems for all. In a world that celebrates the biggest, the fastest, and the loudest, it's easy to overlook the small. These minuscule frogs challenge our perspective. Value isn't measured in size. They are as much a marvel of evolution as the blue whale. Life's fabric is woven from threads of all sizes. The smallest often hold the tapestry together. Rainforests are planetary lungs, absorbing carbon and producing oxygen. They shape weather and harbor future medicines and discoveries. To lose them for short-term gain is short-sighted. We must walk more softly and look down to see hidden worlds. The frog's story is hopeful, proof wonder remains, and a warning of what we could lose. The choice is ours. Preside over silence or protect what sings. A tiny, high-pitched call asks us to listen, care, and act. Let's answer it, for all life, great and small.